Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome, welcome. I brought you along on my trip to Wisconsin, and I flew into Milwaukee, and the next morning I thought, I wonder if there's a creative reuse store near here. I had flown in pretty late, so I stayed near the airport, and when I started looking, of course there was a creative reuse store. This one is brand new and not even open yet, not even fully priced, and it's a really cool partnership. The front of it is a small creative reuse store, and the back of it is a workspace where you could do birthday parties or they have studio type events. So imagine, look at those. Look at all those. You know, there's a bunch of you that are really into those, what is it, house mouse stamps? She had a stash of those. Anyway, if you want to do like a birthday party or something, you could do it here. It would be super cool. And the front of it, the person that runs it was not there, so I didn't get to meet her, but I got to meet the lady that runs the back. She was super nice. And so the creative reuse is called Magic Hands Creative Reuse. And then I think the back part is kind of called Studio B, and you sign up online. Any of this that I'm telling you could be wrong, so look them up on Instagram. I'll make sure that I tell you that. But look at all this good stuff. There were items that if they had been priced and ready to go, I definitely would have purchased. This is wallpaper samples. I don't know if you can tell from here, but good looking wallpaper samples. I was very excited about it. Punches, wallpaper samples, thread. There were a lot of things that I was super excited about. So Magic Hands _ creative _ reuse with a logo with a purple hand in the middle on Instagram. Stencils, stuff for kids, lots of stuff for adults too. Okay, you know I would have bought those, right? I mean, I don't know how much they would be. I'm not sure what their prices are, but I would have bought those. Yeah. I thought it was so adorably organized. I mean, just sorted by color, very cute, very lovely displays. It's not a junky dig around kind of place, but it's also not a very big place, and I had to loop back a couple times to see everything. Those were cool too. Beach journals. Very cool. I always think it's neat to see how people display things too. I had that cutter once. I did not like it that much. Even if you're not going to have a store, you could use some of the display items or storage ideas in your home. So really nice stuff. It's a curated small store, not just piles of junk. You know, there's stuff in some of these places that I don't know what you would use it for at any point in your life, and it wasn't like that at all. This one's super cute, which I think makes it even more fun because you could shop on the way in or out from your event. And like I said, this is a brand new place. There had been big storms the night before, and there was a lot going on in Milwaukee, and they also had a plumbing problem in the back. So the fact that they let me in to film was super, super sweet, so that I didn't drive out of the way. It wasn't far. It was like, I think 7 miles from my hotel, Cartabella. See it? I put it on top. I thought it needed to be on top. So if you fly into Milwaukee and you stay the night in an airport near the hotel, you can go the next morning. But you should probably try messaging on Instagram if you're not already heading that way. I was supposed to be going west, so this was a bit of a detour. But Mr. Crafting and Relaxing is open to those. Basic gray, can you spot those letters? I didn't see any other basic gray, but by then I knew that I couldn't really purchase stuff, which makes sense, right? The other person didn't know, and it wasn't her stuff to sell. Really good. My guess is that she doesn't have the paper area set up yet, so don't hold that against her, because everything else was so beautifully displayed that I'm sure there will be cool ideas for the paper too. This one is not so junky. It is more craft supplies. And those of you who are junk journalers, you will know the difference. And those of you who aren't junk journalers will know that when you walk into this place, you like it. And you don't go, there's a bunch of weird stuff in here that I would never use. This is very small. It's an older house. And this is probably, the front room of it. But it's really, really organized, put together nicely. Oh, look at those little tape dispensers. I think I had one of those before in some kind of metallic-y looking tape. Glues, glue sticks. I slowed this down too because you guys always say that I don't shop slow enough. And I was chatting the whole time. So sometimes I forget to look at what you're looking at. Fun books to play with. I was trying to figure out what that one was. My guess is she had it beautifully organized, then she brought more in. Okay, so this is like sewing notions, patterns. You can't go wrong with patterns. Textiles. Markers and paints for fabric. So you can make funny t-shirts if you want. I don't know anything about knitting. So when I see the knitting stuff, I'm interested, but I don't know if it's good or useful, or does knitting stuff trend like paper crafting stuff? I don't even know. But I love to look at the notions and such. Buttons. It was probably good that I couldn't buy stuff here because later on this same day we're going to Hello Happiness Creativity Center, and then things kind of fall apart. So, but if you were organized about it and you called ahead and planned, you could do this place and Hello Happiness. I did it in a really bad way because they're both north of the airport, and I went to this place, then I went out to meet my family, and then we drove to Sheboygan. So, I mean, not the most organized. Quite a few of the fabrics caught my eye. I was looking at fabric and notions. I would have left there with some good treasures. Nice big spools of thread. Like she didn't, have a bunch of trashy ones. That's kind of the difference. Some places have the full spectrum and some are curating a nice selection for you. Fabric scraps. Oh, I do like fabric scraps. And yarn. More fabric. I assume the stuff that's stacked up. See, like those bins right there, they're still empty. So, she was working away and then I just showed up and took a video. So I'm sure when you go to this place, it will be even more amazing than when I was there. Ribbons. I didn't really look at the ribbon. I don't use the ribbon I have, except look at the red, white, and blue one. Yeah, you knew I was going to zoom in for that. And that's the kind of thing that, had she been there, I might have been like, hey, can I have a couple feet of that? I don't need a whole roll. Books. Bunch of art books. Stickers. So I assume like that purple thing, that's probably one of her displays and she just hasn't had the time to sort into it. Same with this one. But clearly she has good ideas. Look at this paper craft book. I know. And I was traveling and it was heavy. I checked the weight of it and then I was like, put that back. Plus I know I have some paper crafting books. That side she's probably just not set up very well yet. So there, we've gone around the whole room, and washi tape. Why do I have to look at the washi tape? Like, what is wrong with me? Do I have a shortage? Is there a certain kind I'm seeking? I don't know. Sorry, clearly I'm not paying attention and didn't realize that you can't see very well. In this situation, I think I was actually looking because I didn't know it yet, but I forgot to bring washi tape with me for a project that I was working on, and I didn't have a glue stick. But I hadn't figured it out yet, so at this point I'm just shopping and we don't need any washi tape. I don't know if that was birds or seashells that went by, but it was kind of a good color palette. So if you're in Wisconsin and you are into creative reuse stores, you have some pretty good options. I hit 3 during my trip. Okay, I had this paper pad once, or one of you sent me some stuff out of it. I might have bought that too, because it has a lot of cute butterfly stuff in it, I remember. And if memory serves me, the back is blank, so it's really good for journal cards. I could be wrong on that though. So this is Magic Hands Creative Reuse. I didn't film in the back at all because I know they had had a plumbing situation from up above, and I didn't know if the studio was, ready to see. But if I had kids or if I lived in this area, you don't have to clean your house. You can just say, hey friends, you want to go hang out for the night? Then definitely. I will look around and try to put links to their website and Instagram and that kind of thing down below to help you find them and support them. Like I said, they're just getting organized, so I'll put the address that I went to also, because I think this person had a pop-up store. I want to be sure you end up at the right address for the current time, which is always a trick with creative reuse. Never hesitate to call them, confirm the hours and that they're open and all that before you drive to somewhere that I went, because times change. I just think this place is going to be so cute when it gets all put together. You should go back and make me a video. Ooh, that looked like a bunch of zippers in the cart, all kinds of zippers. I don't have the design eye. I can curate like nobody's business and come up with a good collection, but to lay it out all beautiful, this is a container of batiks, which, you can't really go wrong with them. So I think I showed you almost all of the product that's for sale. There's one thing that I found after this. Now I'm looping back and going, oh, I didn't know there were giant bolts of fabric. So I'll show you something that if I could have, I would have purchased some of it for a journal cover. It would have been a fabulous journal cover. And I have a color bias too. But other than that, we're just kind of spinning around. Oh, then she finds, rickrack and seam binding. Ugh, I don't need any more, but I just love to look for cool things. There is a cool one in here too. Let's find it. Hang on. Maybe I haven't uncovered it. Look at that. It's a fabric floral pattern of seam bias, and there's a full package of it right there. And then, the red. That's a Christmassy one for sure. And then there's an open package. I think I'll pull it out so you can see it. That is definitely something that I do not need and would have purchased. Sorry, I think I'm talking, so I think my hand is just sitting there in your way because I'm not watching the camera at this point. Okay, look at that. I think the other one is the same fabric as the other one, just one is partial and one is new, but that's cool. I would have bought that if I knew how much or how to buy it. See? Maybe one was more purple and one was more pink. I don't know, but very cool. Okay, so be sure to check out Magic Hands. If you're close to it, book some studio time with them. Tell your friends. Be sure that we support places like this so that they stick around and support our hobbies for us. So there was a big section in the middle that had these vertical rolled up things next to it. I don't know what this is, some kind of vinyl print, maybe an art piece that somebody made, but I would definitely make a journal out of that. See, wrapping paper, stuff in the middle. I'm not always the best shopper. I thought that was very cool and would absolutely make a journal cover out of that. And it might have to be an oversized one because of the scale of the print, but it would be worth it, wouldn't it? Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you thought of Magic Hands Creative Reuse. And if you know about stores like this near you, let me know. I'm always looking for new ones. Bye-bye.